MSI Tomahawk is the most popular B450 motherboard in the current market. Probably is the best B450 board too. Recently, after AMD's Ryzen 3000 series processor's launch, MSI released its successor B450 Tomahawk Max. In this video, I'm gonna unbox MSI B450 Tomahawk Max motherboard, and I'll also give you my hands-on review about this motherboard. So welcome to Smart Bengali, let's get started. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Before starting the unboxing process, first let's discuss about the main differences between B450 Tomahawk and B450 Tomahawk Max. B450 Tomahawk Max comes with the out-of-the-box support for new Ryzen 3000 series CPUs. Thanks to its bigger 32MB BIOS chip, you don't need to update the BIOS before using a Ryzen 3000 series CPUs on it. It comes with the MSI's latest ClickBIOS 5, which supports new-gen Ryzen CPUs. Normal Tomahawk motherboard had 16MB BIOS chip only. Due to that small storage space, they had to sacrifice their eye-candy UI of ClickBIOS 5. They released a stripped-down BIOS version called GSE Lite for old-gen B450 motherboards. But you won't face such problems in new Tomahawk Max. Tomahawk Max supports maximum 4133 MHz DDR4 memory via XMP profiles, so they have increased their maximum memory clock rate support. New Tomahawk Max is also equipped with USB 3.2 Gen 2 USB ports. The previous variant had USB 3.1 ports, and the final change is the color of the motherboard. MSI ditched the steel color armor look, and the Tomahawk Max comes with the black matte finish look. In my personal opinion, the previous color texture was better. Anyways, let's move on to the unboxing. Here's the box. Looks almost similar to the previous variant. MSI B450 Tomahawk Max written on the top of the box. Max is highlighted with an orange color text background. Ryzen 3000 desktop ready CPU written here, and the logo on the left side. We have B450 written over here, and the famous MSI logo and the dragon sticker. And again B450 Tomahawk Max written here. Here we have the motherboard name, and the motherboard is compatible with A series and Athlon A4 CPUs. It has support for first and third generation Ryzen processors. You can use AMD's APU lineup with this board without any issues. Here we have some basic features of the board written in various languages and some safety statements. You can check them by visiting these links. On the right hand side we have a sticker which contains serial number, UPC code and various other important informations about this particular unit. Again we have the branding here, and this board falls under MSI's Arsenal gaming series. Let's see what do we have on the back side of the board. Most important features are highlighted here. This board comes with extended heatsinks on its VRM section, which ensures better performance. This board is also equipped with MSI's unique BIOS flash feature via USB, so that you can update the BIOS without even installing a CPU. This is a very handy feature, especially when you are about to install next generation Ryzen CPUs on it. And we have turbo boosted USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports, and this board comes with an audio chip which supports Realtek ALC892 codec, which supports 7.1 sound system. This debug LED feature helps you to identify systems defective or non-working components. It has turbo boosted M.2 ports and also comes with LED lighting. It supports MSI's Mystic Light software system, so that you can change the lighting according to your choice. And the GPU PCI Express port has steel armor. We have an overview of the I/O panel here, and you can scan this QR code to download the manual. Let me open the box. Here's the motherboard. Let me put it aside now. I'm gonna come back to that later. So what else do you have? We have two SATA cables here. The build quality looks good. This DVD contains motherboard driver, a thank you card from MSI. You can register your motherboard by visiting this link. They have included a quick installation guide, different kinds of CPU installation process described here with easy to understand images. This is a multilingual guide. Okay, not only the CPU, they have also added quick installation guide for other components too. That's good. Now we have another leaflet promoting their review program. You can review their products on approved website and get cool rewards. It's a good initiative to engage fans. You should register your product on MSI's website to get faster support and information. Now we have the manual book here. Most of the people don't bother to read it, but if you're a new PC builder, I highly recommend to read it. It contains all the necessary information about your motherboard, so if you get confused while building your system, this book will be your savior. I'm familiar with MSI motherboards, so let me put it aside. We have another promotion card here. They are promoting their new gen GPUs and peripherals here. And we have the famous MSI Dragon sticker. You can stick this sticker on your PC case to give a cool gaming look. Here we have one screw to install M.2 device on your motherboard. That's a nice addition. And finally we have the I/O shield. It has cool black finish on it and every port is marked on it. Looks very premium. That's it, we have nothing else inside the box. Now it's showtime. Let's have a closer look on the motherboard. The board is wrapped inside ESD plastic so that sensitive components doesn't get damaged. So here we have the board. Please remember, you should use anti-static wrist strap to avoid damaging your motherboard's highly sensitive components. But it seems that I forgot to wear mine anyways. Here we have the board. It has a matte black finish and grey color textures on it. The previous Tomahawk had steel color body. Still the look is very premium. This board will look great in white case. You should peel off this protective plastic before using it. Otherwise it may melt down due to heat. So I'm gonna walk you through major components of the board one by one. Here we have the AM4 socket. It has 1331 pin slots on it. It supports every Ryzen series processors released so far. This is the VRM section of the motherboard. This section is responsible for clearing the power and the voltage delivered to the different electrical components. A very premium quality heatsink installed on it. This is what makes Tomahawk boards so popular. A good VRM heatsink helps you to overclock your motherboard without frying it. MSI Tomahawk Max written on it. You can put your custom sticker in this area. We have another heatsink on top of the board protecting the MOSFETs. I can see Arsenal Gaming branding on it. We have 4 RAM slots here. It supports maximum 4133 MHz DDR4 memory via XMP overclock mode. Before installing your memory sticks, you should check these indications here so that you can use dual channel mode. We have 4-pin CPU fan connector here. This is the 8-pin 12V ATX power socket to supply power to the CPU. At the south end of the board, we have the chipset, a good quality heatsink with MSI branding installed on top of it. But the size of the heatsink is not very big. At the left end, we have the I/O chip here. You can see the audio capacitors and the entire audio hardware zone is separated on the PCB layer to reduce electrical interference. The PCI Express X16 slot is made of steel armor so that it doesn't get bent while installing a heavy graphics card on it, which is a nice touch. You don't need to buy additional support system for your GPU. We have 2 PCI Express X1 slots. You can install your additional Ethernet card, sound card or any other expansion cards here. This is the second PCI Express X16 slot, but this one doesn't have the steel armor and this is Gen 2 and the other one is Gen 3 slot. We have another PCI Express X1 slot here. This is the M.2 turbo slot which supports up to 32 Gbps speed. But remember, if you use this slot, your SATA 5 and 6 port will be disabled. At the bottom of the case, first we have the front panel audio connector here. And this one is the RGB LED connector. Additional system fan header. One serial port connector, one TPM module connector on top of it. We have chassis intrusion connector here, front panel connector, This is the first USB 2.0 connector. This is the second USB 2.0 connector. They have added one USB 3.2 Gen 1 connector too. Finally, we have the first two SATA ports here, SATA 1 and SATA 2. At the middle position of the board, the first system fan header is located. On top of the PCI Express slot, we have another serial port connector to be used to flash the BIOS. We have total 6 SATA 3 ports on this board, which supports up to 6 Gbps speed. Here we have 4 slots in this side and another 2 is located at the bottom of the board. We have another system fan header and the 24-pin ATX connector which supplies power to the motherboard. Here we have 4 debug LEDs which helps us to troubleshoot post problems. When an error is occurred, the corresponding LED stays lit until the problem is solved. This is very useful in case of post failure. Total 4 system fan header is provided. This is the third one. This one is the CPU pump header for liquid cooling and we have second RGB connector at the top. That's all about connectors. Let's move on to the IO ports. MSI's unique flash BIOS button at the top. You can copy the BIOS file on a thumb drive and press this button to flash the BIOS. It's that simple. They didn't remove old PS2 port. These two are USB 2.0 Type A ports. We have the DVI port here. We have two USB 3.2 Gen 1 port here, which is one of the highlighted points of this board. At the bottom of it, one HDMI port is here, traditional gigabit LAN port, one USB 3.2 Gen 2 port. This one is the USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type 3 port. And we have 6 audio ports here. Unfortunately, no SPDI port is included. So that's all guys, the walkthrough of the motherboard is over. Let me install a Ryzen 5 3600 CPU on it and try to boot to the BIOS for the first time to check if it works. So I've installed my memory stick and GPU on the board. Let me short the power button here. As you can see, the mainboard is working fine. I have successfully booted to the BIOS and the temperature are also looking fine. Let's conclude this video with the pricing information. I purchased this board today from Vedan Computers Kolkata at 12,900 rupees. Initially it was launched at 10,800 but they have increased the price due to its high demand. Personally, I think this board shouldn't be priced more than 11,000. So you can wait for a couple of weeks to get the price reduced. If you are looking for a good quality V450 board which supports Ryzen 3000 CPUs out of the box, this is the best motherboard available right now. I mean, everyone knows the reputation of Tomahawk series boards. This is a slightly upgraded version of old Tomahawk board, so we expect same quality VRM on this board too. X570 boards are still quite expensive. So guys, if you are building a new setup with Ryzen 5 3600 or Ryzen 5 3600X, this will be the best motherboard for that configuration. So thanks for watching guys, hit the like button, please subscribe to my channel, it will be really helpful for me. Thank you, see you on my next video.